Shalom, shalom. I want to start by giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. I want to give double honor to elders and apostles, a great millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. And my name is Brother Lapat from the Camp Prophets in Babylon here in Tampa, Florida. I just want to get in the spirit on a class about Esau Edom, the devil, man. Alright? Because you got guys out here, who don't even know who Esau Edom is, man. You got guys that's thinking Esau's the Arabs and all this other shit, But the scripture also talks about how Esau, is in rulership right now, man. And when you think about it, man, what Arabs do you know is in rulership right now? What Arabs, got their face on the dollar, man. That everyone uses. The money that everyone uses, man. You know what I'm saying? It's Edomites on there, man. Alright? So this is not their world and they're not Esau, man. Alright? But, to start off, I want to get back all the way to Genesis. Chapter 25. I will start at 21. It says, and Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife, which was Rebekah, because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him. And Rebekah, his wife, conceived. Alright. So just to get straight into that, man. Rebekah, Isaac's wife, which Isaac is Yahushai in his past life, entreated, Rebekah, Isaac's wife, she was barren, man. And so Isaac entreated the Lord, and he asked the Lord, to be able to let Rebekah have a child, man. All right, and it says, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived, so she became pregnant, man. All right, and it says, and the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. All right, so the children were struggling inside her, man. So it was two. All right, and they were struggling inside her body, or her stomach, and she felt that. She's like, if this is from you, if you if I was conceived and you did this, talking to the Lord, why is it like this? You know what I'm saying? Why does she feel like this? What's going on? It says, and the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other, and the elder shall serve the younger. Alright, man? So the Lord said unto her, man, 2 nations are in thy womb, 2 nations are in your stomach, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. Right? So there's 2 different nations in her stomach, Alright, and they're going at it, man. They bumping in there, man. Because they're 2 different nations, man. They didn't like each other. Alright, it says verse 24, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Salakia. So there were twins in her womb, and it says the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. Alright. And if you don't know what a garment is, it's like a clothing, man. Alright. So it was like a hairy garment, man. And he came, and it says, and they called his name Esau. So this was Esau, man. He was red, like all these devils be. All these damn so-called, Caucasians, especially when they come out, you can see how red they are, man. So he was red, man, when he came out. And hairy, like a hairy garment. And not just when they come out, man, through their life, you can see how red they are too. When they get angry, when you hit them, when they be out in the sun for too long, you can see the devil come out, man. You can see that redness all over them, man. Alright. It says, and after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel. And this right here was very spiritual, man. Alright. And symbolizing, Esau having his kingdom, then coming Jacob's kingdom, man. Alright, and just to get that precept real quick. Here we go. So this is Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 8, and it says, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the hill of Esau. Alright, so from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau was born of him, Jacob's hand held of the hill of Esau, what we were just reading about. It says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Alright, man. So Esau is the end, of this world, when the second death come, and then Jacob right after is gonna start ruling, man. That Jacob is the beginning that followeth it. Alright. It says, verse 36, and after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. Alright. And Esau and Isaac Salakia was three score years old when she bare them. Alright. And just to go into verse 27 real quick, it says, I don't want to get into the whole thing. It's going to take up the whole class, man, because I got other preachers to read, but I'm just going to get 27. It says, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. Alright, so, as the boys grew, Esau, he was a cunning hunter, man. Alright. He was a man of the field, man. Right now, you mainly see these devils going out there doing hunting all the them, camping in the woods and shit like that, man. Going hunting, with their blessing, which is the sword. It says, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. So Jacob, was always a plain man. We were always a plain man, just chilling, man. Jacob was always chilling. Jake always be chilling, man. So now let's get to Genesis 27. Verse. Here we go. Alright. So just a little backstory, man. Isaac, was on his was close to dying, and Jacob, Rebecca had Jacob be able to disguise himself, the way he feel, what I'm saying, as Esau, man, like a hairy garment. Rebecca had him be able to disguise himself as Esau, and because Isaac was going to give Esau the blessing that we have, man. And that's the rule everlasting, you know what I'm saying? But he put that hairy garment on, or not a hairy garment, but he disguised himself and made his skin and stuff feel hairy, you know, so he could be able to get the blessing, man. Alright, and Jacob, like the finesser he is, man, you know, he got the blessing, man. Alright, so it says, Genesis 27 verse 20, it says, and Isaac said unto his son, how is that thou hast find it so quickly, my son? And he said, the Lord thy God brought it to me. Alright, so what happened was Isaac commanded him to go bring him venison and make him savory meat so he can eat it and he can bless, you know, Esau, you know, which he thought was Esau, you know what I'm saying, because, you know, Isaac was fond in Esau. He had, you know, he favored Esau. So when he said that, he was asking, he's like, how did you find it so quickly, you know? How did you get the venison and stuff so quickly? Because he just told Esau to go get it, you know. So Esau's still out there hunting, still trying to get it. And he said, because the Lord thy God hath brought it to me. And Isaac said unto Jacob, come near, I pray thee, that I may fill thee, my son, whether thou be very son Esau or not. Be my very son Esau or not. Alright, so he told Jacob, you know, come here, I pray thee, that I may fill you, you know, so if you be Esau or not, you know. And it says, and Jacob went near unto Isaac, his father, and he felt him, and said, the voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands are the hands of Esau. Alright, man. So, you know, Isaac was like, you know, he sounds like, you know, Jacob, you know, so let me feel him real quick, you know. And he felt the skin, you know, he's like, his voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands are the hands of Esau. Alright. It says, and he discerned him not, because his hands were hairy, as his brother's Esau, so he blessed him. Alright, man, so he wasn't able to figure out that it was actually Jacob. Alright, because his hands were hairy as Esau, so he's like, you know, this must be Jacob, man, or Esau. It says, and he said, art thou my very son Esau? And he said, I am. He said, bring it near to me, and I will eat of my son's venison, that my soul may bless thee. And he brought it near to him, and he did eat. And he brought him wine, and he drank. And his father Isaac said unto him, come near now and kiss me, my son. And he came near and kissed him, and he smelled the smell of his raiment, and blessed him, and said, see, the smell of my son is as the smell of a field, which the Lord hath blessed. Therefore God, the Most High, give thee the dew of the heaven, and the fatness of the earth, and plenty of corn and wine. So this was a blessing that he gave. He gave Jacob, but really was supposed to go to Esau. He was trying to give it to Esau. It says, let people serve thee, and nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren, and let thy mother's sons bow down to thee. Cursed be everyone that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blesseth thee. Alright. It says, and it came to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone out from the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from his hunting. Alright, so after Jacob got his blessing, man, you know, Jacob, you know, he left, man. Alright, and Esau came in, you know, from his hunting, you know, right after. It says, and he also made savory meat and brought it unto his father, and said unto his father, let my father arise and eat of his son's venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac his father said unto him, who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly, and said, Who? Where is he that hath taken venison, and brought it to me? I have eaten of all before thou camest, and have blessed him. Yeah, he shall be blessed. So he was like, Who? What? He was confused. He's like, what? I thought I just blessed you, and the person that actually came in before you, I gave him, the blessing, because he gave me the venison, and he was, Jacob, was disguised as Esau, you know what I'm saying? So he was able to actually bless Esau. It says, and when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, Bless me, even me, also, O my father. Alright, so, Esau became a big crybaby. You know what I'm saying? And, he started to cry, man. He was like, bless me, father. You know what I'm saying? Even bless me, because he wanted to bless him. He was weeping and crying. He said, that brother came with subtlety and hath taken away thy blessing. And he said, Is not he rightly named Jacob? For he hath supplanted me these 2 times, and he took away my birthright, and behold, now he hath taken away my blessing. Alright. So Esau, being a profane man he was, as he was hunting, he was very tired, man. He was very worn out, and he wanted food, man. He wanted some food, and he asked Jacob, for some morsel of meat, And as Jacob is, man, he was like, all right, but, you got to give me your birthright. You got to first give me your birthright first, And he was like, what need of this birthright unto me, which was what Esau said, and he gave up his birthright for that morsel of meat, So really, that's his fault, man. He didn't care about the birthright at the time, you know what I'm saying, because he was so hungry for that morsel of meat. So he said, he hath supplanted me these 2 times, and he took away my birthright. Behold, now he hath taken away my blessing, and he hath said, Hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? And Isaac answered and said unto him, Esau, behold, I have made him thy lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants, and with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my father? So Esau was trying to find another blessing, you know what I'm saying? He's asking, you got another blessing, because Jacob, he supplanted me, not only once, but twice. He got finesse. Really, man. It says, verse 38, and Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. So, Esau, still over there crying, man. He's still crying about it. He's like, can you bless me? He's asking the Lord, but bless him. And he lifted up his voice, and he wept, man. He was crying, man. It says, verse 39, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live. Alright, and shalt serve thy brother, and shall come to pass when thou shalt have dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off his neck. Alright. So, Isaac was able to give him another blessing, which is the blessing he got right now, to be in rulership right now and to live by the sword. He's able, to use that sword to his advantage, man. That carnal weapon, man. You got the guns, all these other things, you know what I'm saying, that he's able to, use, because he lived by the sword. That is his weapon. That's why we tell Jake, that's that's Esau's weapon, man. That's his, he know how to use that stuff, man. All right, that's not for us, Jake. The weapon, our weapons, of our arsenal is the scriptures, man. Faith, wisdom, you know what I'm saying? Understanding, that's our weapons, man. All right, and with that, our weapon is far surpassed Esau's weapon, man. All right, so when you see Jake out there, using Esau's weapon, man, you just look at him and you just like, damn, these people are ignorant, man. All right. Some even be accidentally shooting themselves because they have the lack of the use of that weapon, man. They lack the use of that weapon. They don't know how to use it, man. Alright? It says, shall be the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And shall come to pass when thou shalt have dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And Esau hated Jacob because the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. Alright. So this whole time, Esau just been trying to slay Jacob, man. Esau been trying to go at it with Jacob, ever since this time, back then, Esau been trying to slay his brother Jacob. That's why, he put us through all these things we go through now, because he still has that spirit on him to slay us, man, to exterminate Jacob, to exterminate Jake. That's why he hates us, man. So the envy and jealousy, man. Alright? So, he's trying to slay us, because now he doesn't have that blessing. Now he knows his time is almost up, man. So now he's really trying to exterminate us. Now he's really putting chemicals in the air, all these other things, and to destroy us, man. And he built up in his kingdom in wickedness, and made it where folly is set up in great dignity, for Jacob to keep going off, man. But, you still got brothers waking up, man. You still got Jake that's waking up. Alright? So Esau can't really do nothing anymore, man. And prophecies are being fulfilled, man. Alright? Esau don't know it, but he's, helping the prophecies unfold. It says, and Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning of my father at hand. Alright, so he mourning right then. He was mourning, man. Mourning for his father. Then it says, then will I slay my brother Jacob. So Esau's trying to go and slay Jacob, man. He been trying to do it for a minute. Which Esau is the forefather of these damn Edoms, man. These other nations, man. You know what I'm saying? And Jacob is our forefather, man. Alright. So Romans chapter 9 verse 13, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated, man. And this was a saying from the Lord, man. Alright. That and it also said back in Genesis that the elder shall serve the younger, man. Alright, so Esau ain't gonna have dominion for too long, man. So-called Caucasian, they ain't gonna have, this blessing for long. They ain't gonna have dominion for long, because Jacob is gonna swipe it right off his ass, man. Because at the end of the day, Jacob was holding on to Esau's heel, which was a spiritual meaning for us getting the kingdom, man. Esau being the end of the world, and Jacob the beginning that follow with it. Alright? So the Lord hates Esau, man. And it says it right here. It says it right there in the scriptures. You still got Jake that still trying to take up for Esau. You still got Esau still trying to prove that the Lord don't hate them, man. But, you can't change the scriptures around. Alright? You can prove that as long as you want, but it's not going to actually become true. You know what I'm saying? So this is Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 16. It says, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. Alright, to get into a profane. It's lucky. Alright. And it says, I'll just do it one word, man. Irrelevant, man. You know? It's lucky. Irrelevant, disrespectful, just a profane person, man. Alright. He sold his birthright, for one morsel of meat. Not caring, for his birthright. It's lucky. Not caring for his birthright, man. You know what I'm saying? So now his birthright is gone. And now his blessing was taken from Jacob. He seeks to slay Jacob, man. There's a reason why he had us in slavery. Because of captivity work under him. You know what I'm saying? He tried so very hard to be over Jacob, man. To be, over everybody, man. Alright, but his dominion will not last for long, man. Scripture says better is the ending of a thing than the beginning of it. Alright, because right when Esau was in the beginning of his rulership, man, we was going through that. We was going through it, man. We was waiting, we was calling upon the Lord, we was praying to the Lord because we was going through it, man. We hated Esau, man. We hated what he put us through, man. But now, which is the end, curses going through, the prophecies are being fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? So now we waiting on the Lord, man. Now it's almost time for us to go. And got most of Jake ain't hating Esau no more. They starting to love Esau, man. They starting to trust Esau. Alright? And they're gonna be, hardly mistaken, And if you still trying to save Esau last, man, you worry about the fire that's on your ass, man. Alright? But I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem Kakadash. I'm gonna give double honors to elders and apostles, great millstone. Hope I was edified. Shalom.